Hello, everybody. My name is Ryan. Today, I'm going to be talking about private prisons. Now, what is a private prison? A private prison is a prison that's run by a company instead of the government. The situation at hand is private prisons is focusing more on profit rather than rehabilitation. Private prisons should be banned just on the sole purpose that they focus on profit rather than the inmate's well-being and the rehabilitation. Private prisons get paid per inmate, and there are thousands of inmates that get incarcerated a day to a private prison. That alone tells you how much money a private prison makes alone. The question is, should something as serious as incarceration be connected to profit? Now you don't have to agree with me on this. I just invite you to look at my perspective with me. In the 1980s, there was a rise of private prisons. The government pays private prisons so they can get the funding that they need. They get paid per inmate, which fills beds. Contracts that private prisons have is that a certain number of beds need to be occupied. And the situation with that is it makes a situation where a profit isn't entitled to incarceration. According to the Sentencing Project, private prisons spend money for policies that increase incarceration. The main concern that the people have is mainly that private prisons have very low staffing. And since private prisons have low staffing, it causes a safety issue for the inmates as well as the staff members working. And there's fewer rehab programs, there's less education, and also little support for the inmates. The Justice Policy Institute states, this is an issue because it suggests that profit motives could influence laws and policies. On the flip side, people argue that private prisons are more efficient and reduce the cost for taxpayers and manage overcrowding in prisons. So the question stands whether private prisons are good for inmates or not. If private prisons were reduced and or eliminated, there would be greater accountability since the government-run prisons are answered directly to the public. We'll be able to focus more on rehab, investing in education, or even job training to help reduce the repeat offenses and improve communities. Why does this matter? Like, why should we care? We should care because this is dealing with our tax money, community safety, and fairness. Instead of listening to me just chat the whole time, I want you, or just listen to me talk in general. What role should profit play in a system that's supposed to deliver justice? That's it.
Okay, thoughts, comments, questions?
Dave?
Do you feel like those private prisons really help safeten a community, or like make it less safe because it seems more restrictive?
I feel like private prisons' main focus is their profit.
What are your thoughts on the profit and such, and then the living conditions aren't much better than that of a public prison? I mean, I'm sure you've seen clips of like public prisons.
Yeah, me personally, I just feel like it's wrong because we should be working on helping these inmates get better as a person in general, instead of just focusing on the money. Like we can use that money to help them get better.
Yeah, but there's also like this understanding that some private prisons are for very high scale criminals. Do you public prisons, they're with the general population.
I guess it depends. I really don't have an answer for that.
Do you think every person who's in prison deserves rehabilitation?
That's also another, it depends what they did. I mean, if they don't have a plan for themselves to get better, and they're helping them trying to do whatever they can, and they still won't, that's really on them, if they don't wanna get better as a person themselves.
Let's say like, if a private prison, let's say, a private prison makes like double in profit than what they do now, do you feel like they would utilize that money for resources better, or would they still kind of waste it and not help improve those inmates, like you said?
I just feel like it'd be all wasted.
I'm not gonna choose anything from our identities, you know.
Joseph?
What made you
I
pick
did
this
the same
topic?
thing, I did the same thing for each one.
I just didn't wanna
Anything.
choose the topic that everybody else was doing.
I feel it.
I just wanted to be different, you know?